Do we know yet what happened first to the transponder?
Yeah, a lot of moving parts here, Mark. Now, the transponder, this is a huge question. What this device does, it's constantly sending data on altitude, speed, and direction back to air traffic control. Now, investigators don't know why the transponder went dark less than an hour after takeoff. Now, separately, another big question, this aircraft also should have been equipped with an emergency location transmitter, or the ELT. Now, this is made by Honeywell. That's in place to send out a signal upon impact, or it can be manually activated by the pilot as well. The fact that that didn't work has some, including the founding administrator for the TSA, the former founding administrator for the TSA, speculating that there was some kind of huge explosion.
That plane has technology. As it flies, it's constantly talking to the ground. It's telling Boeing, without the pilots, it's telling Boeing, hey, maybe we need to change something at this next stop because it's not working quite right. And it's telling the other control centers the altitude, the temperature, and those kinds of things. Now, that all failed immediately, bang.
Now, separate from the transponder, separate from the ELT, these black boxes that we're hearing so much about, these are different. The investigators can't find them. Also made by Honeywell. Now, Honeywell says this plane would have been equipped with 2 of those black boxes, which are actually orange. So one of them, the flight data recorder, it records the most recent 25 hours of digital flight data, wing movements, engine settings. Then separately, Mark, you've got the cockpit voice recorder, which retains the most recent audio, digital timing information, and that's up to 2 hours. Now, after a crash, these emit that pinging sound that we keep talking about. They have a battery that lasts about a month, but in this case, investigators haven't heard that sound yet. So it could still be underwater somewhere, but that signal's supposed to be heard at a depth of 2.8 miles. The area where investigators are looking is much less than that. It's about 165 feet deep. So, of course, one of the other big questions here, have they even been able to properly identify the search area? One of the things that we're learning today, our expected course may have been really off here. So that's one of the things that could be the obstacle in finding the black box here. Mark?
Megan, what about this technology? Is it outdated?
So a Honeywell rep says this is the latest technology for this kind of equipment. Now, the last update they did to these black boxes was back in July of 2010. Now, that said, an NTSB source today said that government and industry have really been debating and looking at streaming or more direct transmission as an option. If it was going back through satellites to the ground, we'd certainly know a lot more than waiting on these black boxes. And that's really a debate that's been going on since the Air France crash back in 2009. This is certainly going to reignite that debate.